This is the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Dory Stewart.
Welcome back to another episode of the FXBG Neighbors Podcast, where we share the stories of our favorite local brands. I'm excited to introduce you to my guest today. We've got Courtland Divine joining us, and he is with Compass Protection Solutions. Courtland, welcome to the podcast.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Dory. Appreciate it very much.
Well, I'm excited to have you as my guest, and I'd love to start off by sharing with the listeners. Tell us all about Compass Protection Solutions.
Sure, absolutely. So Compass Protection Solutions is a recently formed company, veteran-owned, that specializes in personal protection through self-defense workshops, and it also offers the AVERT training that is offered through HSI. It is certified, so you do get a certificate at the end of training. We have our self-defense workshops, which are tailor-made for individuals, groups, or businesses. They cover things such as identifying the behaviors that are threatening, de-escalation tactics, setting boundaries, getting the proper mindset, preparation, and preparedness. We also approach it with a go button. So when you do have to act, you immediately do it without hesitation to go with all those physical skills that you'll learn. With AVERT, it is an active shooter response training, but it also tells you what life-threatening bleeding is, how to respond to life-threatening bleeding. That's direct pressure, packing the wound, applying a tourniquet. You also learn how to delay and or deny entry to a room, and if someone does get in, how to handle that situation and make sure that you are safe, and then what to do following that incident. So there's a lot involved in it. It's part done by computer, the other part is done with hands-on, so you actually get to participate within the class.
Interesting. So that does cover a lot. You're teaching a lot. And so who is your ideal client? Is it a business that has you come in and train their employees? Is that what you do? Is you go into the business?
Well, we are a mobile entity. So we come to you, we bring all the equipment, we bring the videos, we bring the tourniquets and practice wounds. When we do the AVERT training, I bring the kick shields and I dress up actually when I do the self-defense. So you don't just practice techniques in the air when you do the self-defense, you actually get to put those into application on an actual person trying to attack you. But the self-defense, that's for everybody. Anybody can use self-defense. If you get nothing more than better awareness and a little more self-confident to make yourself less of a prey, then you've gotten a world of good from it. For the active shooter, it can be for local school systems, especially like homeschools. It can be for businesses as well, especially those that deal in high traffic areas or lots of money or things where tensions are created between the workers and who they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis.
Such important work. And you mentioned that you're a veteran. Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank
I'd
you.
love to dive deeper into your background. Tell me about your journey. What led you to starting this business?
So I've always been interested with the martial arts. My brother, I think, introduced me to Bruce Lee many, many years ago, and just loved watching the movies and started training in it when I was in high school. Went to college and continued my training. In fact, got my black belt while I was still in college. My girlfriend at the time was training in class with us. She also wound up getting her black belt later on. But what really hit the self-defense home for me was we were out training for some matches coming up, and she was on the road too doing some work where was behind us while we were running, and I looked back and didn't see her. When we all got back together, she told me a very concerning story about how as she was passing the car wash, which is on the campus, so it's not like we were anywhere in what we thought was a very dangerous location, but on campus in Kentucky. and a couple of guys sitting on the back of a tailgate. One of them got up and approached her while she was doing her route and ran up to her, catcalling, whistling the whole 9 yards, and grabbed her by the wrist. Having trained, she just immediately responded into how we always work on our wrist escapes and follow through. So she twisted her wrist, broke the grip. Before he could respond, she took out his knee and took off running to us, making sure she would look to make sure nobody else was following her. What made that really, really important and stick with me is because in 1995, that same lady became my wife. And again, we had 4 amazing daughters together. So it's very important to me.
Yeah. Wow. So fortunate that she had that training and she was able to get away. And it definitely explains your deep why. And
Yes.
so, what message do you have for women listening?
I know that a lot of times they either think, well, I've got somebody with me, so I'll be protected. I have these tools, pepper spray, stun gun, but if you don't train with it every day and learn how to deploy it and practice deploying it and using it, you're probably not going to. Or if you leave it at home, what good does it do you? Or it's just, I don't have time for that. Always understand that you are important to someone. Someone is depending on you for day-to-day things, and that makes you very important. And you're worth the little bit of time it takes to go out and learn how to better prepare yourself for a bad situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Really great advice. Thank you for that.
hmm
What is something that you wish the listeners knew about Compass Protection Solutions?
that we are, like I said, that mobile entity. You don't necessarily have to go somewhere else to get the training. We'll bring that training to you, and we'll do it on your schedule. We will set up a free consultation. That way we can talk about what your needs are, how to best accommodate anyone who might need accommodations within your group, and what your goals are and how you would like to approach it and what you're trying to get out of that particular set of training. If you want this as a one-time or a multiple ongoing, reoccurring session to happen, these are all things we can line up and plan out in that free consultation.
Amazing. Amazing. And so, if there are any listeners who are inspired by your entrepreneurism and are thinking about starting a business, what advice would you give them?
Well, I've just started, so my advice would be to stick with it, and don't let any lack of, I guess, people coming to you in the beginning deter you from what you're doing. It takes time to build clients, and we're still trying to build clients, and that will be an ongoing thing. I would say if you can do like I'm doing and what other people have done, ask to see if they could be on your podcast and get some of that exposure out. I think that's very important. Networking is very key to getting your name out there, and just be true to yourself. Don't change who you are to try and fit, because that's not going to help you. You're not going to be successful if you try and change who you are. You have a product, you believe in your product, put your product out the way that you feel it's best put out.
Really good advice. Thank you for that. I love
Yeah.
it. So, if the listeners want to learn more from you, if they want to connect with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Sure, there's a couple of ways. You can send us an email at compassprotectionsolutions@gmail.com. You can give me a call at my cell phone at 703-568-3811. You're always welcome to go look at the website. It's compassprotectionsolutions.com. If anybody is interested, we are doing, in conjunction with Empire Martial Arts, we are doing an active shooter avert training and a weapons disarming seminar this coming Saturday, starting at 8 o'clock. So if anybody is interested and wants more information, they can contact me at that either email or number that I gave you.
Amazing. Courtland, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today and sharing Compass Protection Solutions with us.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to fxbgneighborspodcast.com.